What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, I believe the next 24 hours are going to be absolutely insane and spicy for the crypto market, so I want you all to be as prepared as possible. Now, going into tomorrow's Fed meeting, everyone is expecting, or at least 88% of people are expecting, that a 25 BPS rate hike is on the way. Now, 11% of people do believe that there is not going to be a rate hike at all, but likelihood is we are going to see at least a little bit of something while they can, continue to try to combat inflation. Now, of course, originally people were under the belief that a possible 50 BPS was going to happen, but once banks did start to collapse, that's pretty much out of the question because that would literally lead to the destruction of our economy, at least for the next couple years. So as we do go forward into tomorrow, I believe that whether we get a no rate hike or a 0.25 rate hike, we're probably going to see this market move in a little bit of a bullish direction. The only way this is going to go really down really fast is if they do come out with a 0.50, which again, I simply just do not see happening. But one thing that I want you all to be extremely aware of is the fact that we are getting multiple flashing warning signs that some type of pullback is going to happen relatively soon. What you can see here is that as we are approaching $28,000 to $32,000, this beautiful range that we've been talking about for the last couple months, in which we have established so much liquidity in, we are starting to slow down. You can see those wicks. We are unable to get above this $28,000 level and hold above it. As this is happening, we can also see that we are getting multiple flashing warning signs on our chart prime oscillator that says, hey, a reversal is soon. Look at the red arrow flashing. That typically happens when a reversal is on the way. We're getting these overbought boxes flashing. That typically says, look, momentum is slowing down. You can see here, if we zoom all the way back down into the 4-hour charts, that we have gotten multiple readings of bearish divergence here, and here. All of these lines here on our oscillator are indicators of a bearish divergence, and it has formed off of all of the tops that we have put in over the last few days. We've gotten a double establishment of an overbought reading on the 4-hour oscillator that again says that some type of pullback can be on the way. And so as this does continue to happen, even if we do get a pump tomorrow, I want you to understand that unless we clear $32,000 to the top side and are somehow able to stay above it, that there is a chance that we do get a wick or a nice little breakout to the top side, and then we start to look for some type of continuation back towards the downside. That is incredibly possible. One thing that I've said over and over again over the last couple of days is that it would be extremely odd if we do not come back to backtest this $25,000 level as support before looking for some type of continuation. This was a massive structural level in which we very well may have put in some type of extremely bullish inverse head and shoulders with your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder. And if we don't come back down to back test it, that would just be surprising, shocking. It almost always happens. And so at this given point, with all of these indicators flashing, with the daily showing a little bit of overbought momentum, with us coming off of that extreme overbought momentum on the hourlies and the 4-hourlies, it would genuinely surprise me that if we get a pump tomorrow, that it doesn't start to look to reverse and cool down. And at this given point, I think that would be the better time to start accumulating than right now before the Fed meeting does happen, okay? Because realistically, I guess there is still the chance that tomorrow's Fed meeting immediately sends this thing down without some type of pump. But I want you all to understand that this is going to be a market of liquidations, and one of the easiest ways to get liquidated is seeing good news tomorrow, seeing us break $30,000, getting extremely far ahead of yourself, and then just pull back to the downside to retest 25K happens, and you miss out on a possible better buying opportunity. Now, if we break $32,000 and are able to hold above it, then sure, I think we're in a fantastic position to try to build a base up above this massive point of support and resistance in which we previously saw, but that's just not as easy to do as it would be for us to backtest, hold some support, and then look for the recapturance in a couple weeks, maybe or a couple months. So with that said, I will continue to update you. I just wanted to give you a quick update and let you know, look, we are getting bearish divergence flashing all over the place, overbought indicators, reversal signals, everything that you can think of saying a cool down is on the way. And so even if a pump comes tomorrow, be cautious, be careful, move slowly, move steadily, and understand that likelihood is a better buying opportunity is very possibly on the way. So with that said, I will update you tomorrow morning as this thing does get closer. So make sure you do stay tuned for that, and I will see you all next time. Peace.